What's up, Pistons fans? The Detroit Pistons have traded Derrick Rose to New York in exchange for Dennis Smith and draft compensation. Sorry for a bit of delay. I was in a meeting, unfortunately, but yeah. So let's just first talk about Derrick Rose, and he was a player that had to go. He's very talented, and he's honestly an exciting player to have on your team, and definitely he brought joy and light to the Pistons. Obviously, there were times where you wanted him to pass the ball, but I mean, he brought a lot of joy to Pistons fans, especially last year when our team was so trash. I mean, props to Derrick Rose. He's had a phenomenal career. His perseverance, his resilience through all his injuries. So good for him, and hopefully he can help New York make a push towards the playoffs. I've seen Knicks fans talk about Emmanuel quickly and what that means for him. I don't think trading for Derrick Rose does anything for that. I think Derrick Rose is almost exclusively plays on the bench now. If you recall last year, the Detroit Pistons, they started Tim Frazier. They started him over Derrick Rose just so they could manage his minutes. So even if Derrick Rose does start, don't expect him to play that much. It's kind of like a set amount, but for the Pistons, man, Dennis Smith Jr., the athletic freak. From what I've seen so far, he had one really good year. That was his rookie year in Dallas, and now apparently he's the worst player in the league. I was reading something last year. It was apparently, I don't know what measurement it is, but from what I've said, people have said he's like the worst player in the league. Apparently the fans were booing at him, but regardless, I still think a flyer is a flyer, and who knows, maybe he does pan out. He's only 23 years old, so he's pretty young, and we know what we can do. Not what we can do. We know what he can do. He's athletic. He can get to the basket. I don't know how his shot is. I don't think he has that much of a shot, but who knows, man. This is the type of stuff though that the Pistons should do. They should try to take flyers on these young prospects. Now we basically got 2 top 10 picks in the 2017 draft, so take that how you will. Some other things, Frank Ntilikina was not moved, and Kevin Knox, the Pistons actually were trying to get, but didn't end up getting. So that would have been kind of a logjam for it. So I don't think it would have worked out too well. But yeah, they traded for Dennis, and then the second round pick. From what I've read so far, I was just reading on Twitter. I was just trying to find any tweet, but no one's really posted about the draft compensation. Some people have said, one reporter, Steve Popper, I've never heard his name, but he's saying that the Detroit second is not going to come back to Detroit. So what that may mean is we may be getting Charlotte's second round pick or something. No one knows what the draft compensation is. And it looks like the Pistons and Knicks are still talking as this video is being made. The deal isn't even finalized. If it was, we would probably know the pick situation. So I'm predicting probably a pick from Charlotte, maybe two second round picks if we get lucky. But yeah, now as far as Dennis Smith's role on the team, we'll see how he fits in. So I was already thinking about this. So we basically traded a point guard for a point guard. So we have 4 point guards still. We have DeLon, Saban Lee, Frank Jackson, and Dennis Smith. Killian Hayes is injured, but when he comes back, it'll be even more of a mess. But I'm not too sure where Dennis Smith will fit. So he may take Derrick's spot and become the backup point guard. We'll see how that goes. I personally like Saban Lee a lot. I think he's an underrated player, and he just needs more playing time. In LA, he looked so comfortable, and he's done pretty good with his minutes, but they may be starting the G League soon. So if they start the G League or the Pistons opt in for the G League bubble, they may send Saban down there. Also with Frank Jackson, they may want to send Frank Jackson there. Frank Jackson's kind of taking up a roster spot. But yeah, right now I see Dennis Smith as the backup point guard to DeLon Wright. I don't see that changing, and yeah, hopefully Dennis Smith hopefully he balls out, man. I'm hopeful that he will. I mean, we've done this before. Josh Jackson, Christian Wood, we've taken these flyers, and they've worked out pretty well for us. So, yeah, that's basically it. Derrick Rose is gone. The next piece that needs to probably go is Blake Griffin. I'm just kidding. Probably Blake won't go, but I think the next piece is probably going to be Wayne Ellington. He may be getting bought out or traded. But watch out for the Pistons in the trade deadline. I wouldn't be surprised if they moved Steve Mikhailuk, shoot, even Sekou Doumbouya. Like, don't be surprised. I'm ready for it. I know what Troy Weaver, he's an aggressive GM. So, other than that, that wraps up this video. Yeah, enjoy your guys' night. I'll let you guys know about the draft compensation as soon as we figure it out. Probably make a video about that. And yeah, enjoy the Super Bowl. And yeah, go Pistons. See y'all on Tuesday.